are here at the CARC College of Ayurveda and Research Center. Today we have the practical of hemoglobin estimation. Actually it's a revision of the BAMS course. In your MD first year you also have the revision of all the syllabus of theory and practical in the PG first year. So you have the PG Sharirikriya first year and we have the practical of hemoglobin estimation. It can be done, the blood can be taken with two ways. One is the intravenous, where you collect in the oxalated bulb, double oxalated bulb, which is called as a Winthrop bulb. Winthrop bulb is used for the hemogram and ESR. But now I would like to tell you that in many pathological laboratories in the busy schedule, the technician is also expert to take the blood directly by the finger prick method. So there is one particular system how you can collect the blood and the practical can be done. We are using the instrument, as you know very well, this is called as a hemometer. There are two words, hemometer, hema is the hemoglobin and meter is to measure. So we are measuring the blood, that is hemoglobin. There is another box you know very well, that is hemocytometer. Hemocytometer is, cyto is a cell. So when we want to measure the cells, count the cell, RBC count, WBC count, we use another box that is called as a hemocytometer. So today we are doing with the Sahli's method. This is the very easiest method. Now without wasting the time, because we have to shoot for 10 minutes, first I am cleaning this with the spirit swab. This is the weight spirit swab. Then here kidney tray is ready. Now this is hemoglobin pipette. The markings cannot be seen on the video shooting, but I will tell you, we have to take the blood up to the mark of 20 mm. Okay? And then before that also we have to take the hydrochloric acid up to the mark 2. You know there are some markings. On one side there are the markings of the gram percent and on another side there is marking only of gram. So hemoglobin reading is has to be told in two ways. One is a gram percentage, that is 12 gram percent or 14 gram percent, and another side you have to mention only the percent. So now we are taking the N/10 SCL with a particular dropper that you have been provided. So here I would like to take this up to the mark 2. Each and every line may not come on the video, but I am just telling you the method so everybody can understand. First I am filling this is called as a HB tube. HB tube up to the mark 2 I have taken the N/10 SCL. Now putting into the instrument, that is more important, there are two sides. One is plain side, another is with markings. So when we put this, you should not keep the marking side in front because we want to compare the color. So we have to put the plain side. Okay. Now I am ready with this particular HB pipette. Here is the lancet. This instrument is called lancet. There is one pointed side which is mentioned. So we have to cut the part another side of the lancet. So I am cutting over here. So this is sterile instrument. Here you can see I am holding like this. Okay. So the pointed end I am going to prick with this. Okay. So let us give the prick. First we have to press it so that the congestion will be there, and then just give the bold prick, and then so in this way, I tried to hold it over here, hold it by yourself. You are yourself as a doctor, so clean the blood from all sides, clean it. And now I have to arrange this up to the mark only. Then I am pushing this. And it is approximately up to the line, it should be correct to the line, and then I am just dropping this pipette into the tube, like this. Two or three times I am just putting it inside and taking out, and just vigorously you have to shake it. So that what will happen, that my blood and hydrochloric acid HCl is mixing together. Okay, but immediately after that, what is more important? You have to rinse the hemoglobin pipette. So I have taken the water in the kidney tray. So in this way, you can bring more cotton over there. Deepak Patel, bring more cotton. So I have cleaned that pipette. You have to clean your hands and also keep this all the debris on the other side. Now here you can know that what it is happening with this solution, that we have mixed the blood with the hydrochloric acid. And what we are expecting to get chemical reaction, and acid hematine will be formed within a period of 10 minutes. Actually, why 10 minutes? This is already what you can say, by repeated experiments they have found out the actual equation that when 20 cubic mm blood is mixed with 2 ml of the hydrochloric acid, it will take, that blood will take or hemoglobin will take to convert the reaction of acid hematine within a period of 10 minutes. So if you keep or give the less time, the acid hematine will not be formed. Or this acid hematine is also a not stable compound. So if you take a reading after, say for example 2 hours, if you forget, the lab technician forgets, then that will be also kind of problem. There are some simple questions that can be asked in the examination regarding this particular process. Actually, you know, this is the simplest, non-expensive method. This instrument is portable. So you can keep it in your visiting bag, take to the home, you can take to the medical camps, the place at the medical camp, and you can do a lot of what you can say the test with this particular instrument. But a drawback, there are some drawbacks also. Can anybody know what is the drawback? What is the drawback of this instrument?
Color shading.
The most important is instrumental error. Because these color plates, we are matching the actually final product of acid hematine, the color of that product with the plates of the instruments. So after purchasing of the instrument, after a few years, actually the color plates get fade away. And so naturally you will have to dilute more and more and more. So hemoglobin reading may come more than the expected value. So this is the big. Number 2, the most problematic issue is this should be done or this can be done only in the daytime. Because we are matching the color and seeing in what you can say against the light and against the sunlight. But if you cannot do it in the night. So in the laboratory, when you want to do on a large scale and on the 24/7 in this particular duration, that means every day or any time, then you must do it with the what is the process? Sign-mix hemoglobin. There are already auto analyzers available in the pathological labs. Okay. In spite of discussing a lot about the theoretical aspect, I am going to show you the further steps because we have the shooting of only 10-15 minutes. We will take into granted that our 10 minutes are over. What is the next step? We have to dilute this particular acid hematine with the use of distilled water. Here one must remember, actually, for example, I will clarify this fact also. This we are using the N/10 HCl. Whether we can use the another acids like H2SO4, HNO3? The answer is no. Because whatever the reaction that we want, acid hematine, can be take place only with the help of the hydrochloric acid. Now, for the dilution, in spite of distilled water, can I use this N/10 HCl again? Yes, it can be used. Then why we are not using? Because this is economical. This is very cheap in spite of the. Whether we can use the tap water? No, we cannot use the tap water. Because again there are copper ions. That copper ions may interfere the process of acid hematine. Hemoglobin is very important. What is the definition of hemoglobin? Dr. Patil, ICU consultant. What is the definition of hemoglobin? What is it? Hemoglobin is a chromoprotein. Chromoprotein. Chromo means color and it's a protein part. So it has 2 components. One is color and another is colorless. Globin is colorless. And iron or heme part is the colorful part. Okay? So iron compound is attached to the 4 molecules of the globin molecules attached to the 4 molecules of the iron or the porphyrin. Heme molecule is formed with the both iron and porphyrin. Okay? So this is a chromoprotein. It carries the O2 and CO2. With iron it can carry O2. And with the globin part it can carry the CO2. So at the same time, because on one hand it is carrying the oxygen and another hand it is carrying the CO2. So at the same time it carries both O2 and CO2. Another is, because of the O2 and CO2, it maintains the acid-base balance. So its action is called as a buffer action. Okay? And what is the importance of hemoglobin in our practice? Less hemoglobin, less RBC, that means less capacity of the blood to carry the oxygen. That is called as anemia. Anemia is always blood. Anemia. Blood is less. There are important 5 types of the anemia. The most important is iron deficiency anemia, which is commonest in India. Another are aplastic anemia, where the bone marrow loses its capacity, function. Another is B12 deficiency, or called as a megaloblastic anemia, because deficiency of intrinsic factor or folic acid in the stomach. आयुर्वेदात सुद्धा सांगितलं ना, आमाशय रंजक पित्ताचं स्थळ सांगितलं. इंट्रिन्सिक फॅक्टर असल्याशिवाय B12 तुमच्या इंटेस्टाइन मध्ये ऍब्सॉर्बच होत नाही. So that is the reason behind the B12 deficiency or pernicious anemia or the megaloblastic. Mega means sizes. RBC चे size मोठे होतात. Then there is sickle, that is called as hemolytic anemia. Why lysis is there? Because the abnormality of the hemoglobin cell or the RBC cell. So when the RBCs are like sickle cell anemia, so they get what you can say the instant breakage because of the fragility. Okay. So let us come again to the point. Now once point I have cleared up, you have to put the HP tube on the plain side, although it is not coming in the video shooting, but not the marking side. Okay. And then start putting the drop by drop solution. Take out the pipette, put some few 2-3 drops, again shake it well. You can also have the stirrer over here. So some people can use the stirrer also for mixing this, for example. Especially you have to go to the bottom. Deepak, put the off, mobile off. Put it off on the right side corner button. Okay. Then you have to carefully put this stirrer. Then again you have to put some drops. Not necessary to fear much, very slowly. Then every time you have to just put it inside and try to match like this. Still it is very dark. The middle part is very brown, dark. Just wait. I will put it some more drops and then again you can take a video shooting. Process is like this. Go on putting the drops, stir it well in between, mix it well. Like this. Even somebody can rotate like this. But the main principle is thorough mixing. Still I find it very dark, so I am putting just few drops more. Now here. So in this way you have to just go on adding the distilled water. In between you have to put the tube inside and see again the color. Are you seeing from the camera some color of it?
Yes.
Or no?
Distal.
You can see it is a little bit dark again. But in between also you can check, although figures you cannot check, but I can tell you that inner curvature you have to look for. And at the moment it is, say for example, around 15. Yeah, 15 gram %. So again, little drops I would like to put. Actually the ideal process is go into the sunlight, but we are not going into sunlight because if we put the camera against the light, the camera gets little bit darker shades. So I am just putting, you can now check it over here. Just I want to put the principle over there. Okay. So just we will take into granted that this reading is little bit final. How I will take the reading? On two sides, as I have told you. On one side I can read the marking as a 15 gram %. But always remember lower meniscus should be noted. And another side, if I go, then it can have a number like, for example, 110. So it is 110% only. Okay. So my final reading is hemoglobin of Dr. Patil is 15 gram percent. That means 110%, which is in a normal range of the hemoglobin. So his hemoglobin is normal. Okay. So this is the end of the demonstration of the hemoglobin factor. Thank you.